the leap today. Let Wells Radio 89.3 FM be the megaphone for your business success. You won't regret it.
Ribi nice. I take you on Arabam.
You wanna live long, you wanna stay strong. You wanna live long and stay strong. Talk it out, friend. You wanna live long and stay strong.
Along about you.
Talk it out, friend. Ogun billion fún ni wọ́n sọ. Olóyún àpẹẹrẹ láì ṣiṣẹ́ abẹ ewé ń jẹ ogun jẹ. Má ṣe lògùn without doctor's prescription. Mo tẹnumọ́, call on doctor's attention if you need solution. Mo tẹnumọ́. Too much is given, much is expected. Ìlera lọ́rọ̀, ìlera lọ́rọ̀. Live long and stay strong. Talk it out, friend. You wanna live long and stay strong. Talk it out, friend.
It was Saturday. Aláboyún ẹ múra o. Túbọ̀, bó bá ṣe bí ẹni gbà rẹ̀, àbíkọ́jú máa ṣú. Aláboyún oníbòmí náà tó lé lọ kọjá ọsibítù. Orí pélé ra lọ́rọ̀ o. Àgbo ṣe dáadáa bá aláboyún ṣùgbọ́n ẹ má ṣe ṣe ìwọ sọ sílẹ̀ o. Ẹ ò gbọ́dọ̀ dọ́kun o. Láì ṣàṣẹ dọ́kun o.
You wanna live long and stay strong. Talk it out, friend. You wanna live long and stay strong. Talk it out, friend. Ìmọ́tótó ló lè ṣẹ́gun àrùn gbogbo. Ẹ̀fọn tó gbòòrò àtúnlọ́wọ́ àwọn tó rẹ̀rọ. Kẹ́tùn lè gbà kó sàbùn tógo. Cleanliness is essential. Immortalize your potential. Understand the times and your initial.
Mọ́tótó borí àrùn mọ́lẹ̀, àṣẹ ní ká ṣe lọ́jú, àyíká aláboyún. Bẹ̀rẹ̀ aláboyún ẹ fọwọ́ wọ́wọ́, ẹ jẹ́ ká ṣètọ́jú àyíká aláboyún.
You wanna live long.
A total of 1.25 million people died from tuberculosis, commonly called TB, including 161,000 people with HIV worldwide. TB has probably returned to being the world's leading cause of death from a single infection, following 3 years in which it was replaced by other health issues where you have coronavirus, a lot of things, like that. An estimated 10.8 million people fell ill with tuberculosis worldwide, including 6.0 million men, 3.6 million women, and 1.3 million children. TB is present in all countries and age groups. With these short facts that I've been able to prove to you from World Health Organization, I know I've given you a little light, insight into what we are discussing today, which is tuberculosis. Welcome to Radio Clinic on Wells Radio 89.3 FM, your preferred awesome radio. I am Kemisola Williams. Bí a ṣe máa ń ṣe náà ní ọ̀sẹ̀ọ̀sẹ̀, ibi tí a ti máa ń pera wa jọ lórí ètò ìlera lórí afẹ́fẹ́, Radio Clinic lórí kànga agbọ́mágbẹ Wells Radio 89.3 FM. Tí a ti máa pe àjọ tó nírònú, tẹ́ bá wo àwọn nǹkan kan tí mo kọ, ẹ má bínú, lérí tẹ́ bá fẹ́ rí, pàdé mi lórí Facebook, ibi tí tẹ́ bá rí ń bíbẹ̀ ṣá, àwọn tó bá wò ṣá, àmọ́ mo mọ̀ pé pẹ̀lú àwọn nǹkan tí a máa sọ náà, ìyẹn náà tún máa fún yín ní òye láti lè mọ̀ nípa ọ̀rọ̀ tuberculosis yẹn tí àwọn Yorùbá máa ń commonly wọ́n máa ń fi bẹ́ẹ̀ ń pè ní ikọ̀fé. Òun ni a fẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀ lórí lénìí lórí Radio Clinic. Mo dẹ̀ máa bẹ̀ yín ṣe rí ó wà transmittable tí ẹ bá gbé nínú ilé tó jẹ́ wípé ventilation wà òkè dáadáa téèyàn kan bá ní ó possible kó bẹ̀ sí ń pín káàkiri oríṣiríṣi àwọn nǹkan tí ó parapọ̀ tó jọ mọ́ tuberculosis tó jẹ́ wípé a gbúdọ̀ mọ̀ bó ṣe máa ń rí because ní àìmọye ìgbà ni wọ́n ti sọ léraléra ní orí ètò yìí wípé orí fífọ́ múyàn ìyẹn ò sọ wípé malaria ni àbí ìyẹn ò sọ wípé ìyẹn gan mo fi mọ̀ wípé ó yẹ kí a mọ̀ tí a bá mọ̀ a máa rí wípé a ní ṣe victim a ní máa lùgbàdì àwọn àìsàn yìí. Òun ni Wells Radio 89.3 FM tí a fi gbétò yìí kalẹ̀ wípé kò ní í da kó jẹ́ wípé gbogbo ìgbà la máa report sí hospital gbogbo ìgbà ní nǹkan bélébélé yìí o àmọ́ tí ẹ bá mọ̀ á lè para wa mọ́. Wọ́n dẹ̀ tún sọ wípé ikọ̀fé yìí pé ẹni tó bá ti ní irú ẹni bẹ́ẹ̀ gbogbo immune system wọn tí wọn bá take dáadáa ó máa bẹ̀ sí ń kú díẹ̀díẹ̀ irú wọn lẹ máa rí tí oríṣiríṣi àwọn àìsàn tí ó máa wọlé tí ó jẹ́ wípé wọ́n ti sọ wípé èèyàn kan tún lè lọ níbi ro HIV AIDS. So ẹ jọ̀ọ́ mo fi Ọlọ́run bẹ̀ yín wípé tí ẹ bá ti pé tó bá ti lè da aago 4 bẹ́lẹ̀ yìí ní ọjọ́ Wednesday kí ẹ jẹ́ ká rí wípé a jókòó ẹ mọ̀ tí ẹ bá mọ̀ tí ẹ dẹ̀ nídà ti lọ sí hospital láti lọ ná owó lọ nára ẹlòmíì gan kó tún nífẹ̀ẹ́ sára ìrìn wálé mọ́ tí Ọlọ́run jẹ́ kó jẹ́ ìpín wa àmọ́ tí táwa náà bá mọ̀ tá ti mọ̀ pé tẹ́nìkan bá ti nírú nǹkan bẹ́lẹ̀ yìí ń bì nǹkan bẹ́lẹ̀ la gbọ́dọ̀ ṣe ọ̀nà bẹ́lẹ̀ kò tẹ́ gbọ́dọ̀ ṣẹlẹ̀ nǹkan bẹ́lẹ̀ yìí gbogbo àti ìmọ́tótó gbogbo ẹ̀ rí wípé ó máa ṣe wá lóore àwa gan máa rójú ráyè gbádùn ayé ara wa. Òun ni a fi máa ń sọ wípé ẹ jẹ́ ká pàdé ní orí Radio Clinic ìlera lórí afẹ́fẹ́ lórí ìkànnì Wells Radio 89.3 FM every Wednesday by 4 p.m. Mo ní àlejò síbí a ní àlejò pàtàkì dókítà la gbé wá tó jẹ́ wípé nǹkan gangan tí wọ́n specialize on wọ́n máa tú gbogbo ẹ̀ jáde. He will explain everything to us and you will know in short the preventive measure bí a ṣe lè ṣe ká má lùgbàdì ẹ̀ gbogbo ẹ̀ pátápátá ẹni tó bá lùgbàdì ẹ̀ nǹkan tó máa ṣẹlẹ̀ sí wọ́n máa sọ̀rọ̀ nípa ẹ̀ àwọn àmì tẹ́ máa rí lára ẹ̀ kí ló máa ń fà á gbogbo ẹ̀ pátápátá òun ni a máa sọ̀rọ̀ lé lórí lónìí lórí ètò ìlera lórí afẹ́fẹ́ Radio Clinic. Kó tó wá di wípé àlejò wa bẹ́ẹ̀ sì ń sọ̀rọ̀ ẹ jẹ́ kí n sáré ṣe àlàyé kan tó jẹ́ wípé mo máa ń fi bẹ́ẹ̀ ń sọ dáadáa ìyẹn ní títí abala títí caring art tí bàbá wa primate Ṣọlá Ṣìtù tán ṣe sponsor tí wọ́n sponsor tó jẹ́ wípé wọ́n kówó sílẹ̀ wípé àwọn bẹ́ẹ̀ àwọn àìlera ẹ má bínú àìlera pẹ́pẹ́pẹ́ kan ó ṣẹlẹ̀ ní ọ̀dẹ̀dẹ̀ yín ó yẹ pè wọlé o tẹ bá ti pè wọlé ẹ gba owó yìí ẹ lọ sí hospital àwọn tó bá dẹ̀ tún wá ní lọ́kì tí bàbá bá ní ó yá ẹ mú eléyìí ẹ fún ní oyè bélébélé yìí náà àtún fún wọn àmọ́ àwọn kan náà wà tẹ́pẹ́ lórí ètò ni wọ́n ti ń jẹ owó a máa ṣí là sílẹ̀ tó bá ti da 4:45 p.m. tí ẹ máa pè wọlé máa pè ìlà yẹn ẹ má ti pè mí tó bá ti da ìgbà yẹn 4:45 p.m. lórí ètò yìí tó bá ti kù 15 minutes to 5 ìgbà yẹn ni kí ẹ pè wọlé tí ẹ wá lè jẹ 3,000 naira per person èèyàn mẹ́jọ náà ló máa jẹ lórí ètò lẹ́ni. So before we begin to dive into it, permit me to go on a short breather. After the short breather, we will be here on Radio Clinic discussing tuberculosis this evening, and I believe that will really help you. Don't go away. It's Radio Clinic on Wells Radio 89.3 FM.
Cleanliness is essential. Immortalize your potential. On the sound of time, so you're initial.
Welcome back. You are on to Radio Clinic on Wales Radio 89.3 FM, your preferred awesome radio. I am Kemisola Williams. Before we go on a short breather, I informed, maybe for people that just joined the show, this is Radio Clinic, and today we are discussing tuberculosis disease. And it's something that is very rampant. Easily you can contact it. Or permit me to just say the way I say that easily. So, when you know, you won't be a victim. And that is why we have Radio Clinic here, where we talk about health. Anything that has to do with your health is very, very paramount to Wales Radio 89.3 FM. Don't forget, it's your number one family radio, and we care about your health as well. Today, with me on the show, I have an expert in the house, Dr. Dayo Owolabi, molecular biology and genomics, PhD molecular biology and genomics with specialization in immunology of infectious disease. And with certified in male fertility, FIPMA, a lot of qualifications here. He's an expert in this, all right. And his area of interest is fertility and infectious disease. Good evening, sir.
Thank you, madam.
Thank you so much for joining us.
You're welcome.
We appreciate, sir, for giving time to educate people. Yes, we start with the definition of tuberculosis. So, Tashimaso ní èdè òyìnbó, àti gbé àlejò wa wọlé. Àwọn náà wọ́n máa bẹ̀ sí ṣàlàyé nǹkan tí ikọ́-fée tuberculosis tí ó jẹ́ fún wa. Ẹ jẹ́ ká bẹ̀rẹ̀ ní èdè òyìnbó. What tuberculosis disease is?
All right. To start with, tuberculosis is an infectious disease that is caused by a mycobacterium. And that's why they call it Mycobacterium tuberculosis, because there are other species of mycobacterium. There are ones for animals, there are ones for soil and water, and so, but the one for human is Mycobacterium tuberculosis. So, and that tuberculosis is a serious worldwide infectious disease because it's been in existence right from the Bronze Age. We are talking about right from 3000 to 5000 BC. And that if you are looking at it, it's dated right from the creation, when they will say in the Old Testament and the Bible that people who have a white patches, who have white this, who have white that, should be keeping outside the camp. And that is tuberculosis. So it's been in existence for over between 3000 to 5000 BC until the man called Dr. Cox came and in 1892 to let us know what tuberculosis really is. Before then, various countries call it serious name. In Rome, they call it grave disease, grave death, white disease. No, a lot of this because the symptoms that comes with it, they say, it could lay you.
Yeah, so when someone calls...
So it's actually a case that some people call it a wasting disease because you just see somebody losing weight, coughing. So they call it a wasting disease. Some people say, oh, baby has touched another person's wife. That's why he's coughing. That's why he's wasting away. And various things like that. So that is what tuberculosis is.
All right.
Ikọ́-fée, tá à ń pè ní ikọ́-fée, ó ní ikọ́ tó jẹ́ pé ó máa ń ràn káàkiri tó jẹ́ pé kòkòrò tí a kò lè fojú rí òun ló ń fa ikọ́-fée yìí. Èyí tá à ń pè ní mycobacterium, ó ní ikọ́-fée yìí. Àdẹ́sàlàyé pé ikọ́-fée yìí ó ti wà tipẹ́tipẹ́ láti bí ẹgbẹ̀rún ọdún sí ẹgbẹ̀rún mẹ́ta ọdún sí ẹgbẹ̀rún márùn-ún ọdún ṣáájú ìbí Kristi Olúwa wa ní ikọ́-fée ti wà, ṣùgbọ́n tí wọn kò pè ní ikọ́-fée, ó ní onírúurú ohun tí wọ́n pè ní àrùn funfun, ikú funfun tàbí àrùn tí ń sọ nínú wasting. So onírúurú orúkọ làwọn èèyàn ń pè, àwọn kan pè ní mọ̀rùmọ̀rù. So onírúurú nǹkan ni wọ́n pè nígbà náà, ṣùgbọ́n arákùnrin ọ̀mọ̀wé tá à ń pè ní Robert Koch yìí ní 1882 ló fìdí rẹ̀ múlẹ̀ tó jẹ́ ká mọ ohun tí ikọ́ fèé yìí jẹ́ tó dẹ̀ sọ lórúkọ fún wa pé àrùn kòkòrò bacteria tí a kò lè fojú rí òun ló ń fa ikọ́ fèé.
ẹ ṣe gan nísìnyìí abẹ́sí ń sọ̀rọ̀ nípa bí nǹkan tí ó máa ń fà á ìgbà tèmi náà tí mò ń kà kí ni nǹkan tí ó ń fa ọ̀rọ̀ ikọ́ fèé kò fi bẹ́ẹ̀ yé mi tèmi àmọ́ wọ́n sọ̀rọ̀ nípa pé bẹ́ẹ̀ àwọn condition tó máa ń fa ẹni tó bá jẹ́ wípé bẹ́ẹ̀ ó ti ń struggle pẹ̀lú àbí ó ní diabetes bẹ́ẹ̀ ni tó bá pé ó ní immune system náà àmọ́ pé tí immune system náà tó bá lò gbogbo oríṣiríṣi àwọn nǹkan báyẹn wọ́n ti sọ pé ẹni tó bá ń fa sìgá àbí ẹni tí tó máa ṣàn fà tí wọ́n ń tanná sí tó ń fà sí mú fa kíní kan bí alátẹnu oríṣiríṣi ẹni tó jẹ́ wípé ọtí náà tó jẹ́ wípé òun ni wọ́n sọdá bí ọ́bì ẹ̀mọ́ tó jẹ́ wípé àfikún máa mú yìí náà ní tó ń sọdá omi wípé irú àwọn èèyàn báyẹn ó possible àmọ́ mo mọ̀ pé ó máa yàtọ̀ sáwọn nǹkan náà tí máa sọ fún sí.
àwọn nǹkan tẹ́ ẹ sọ yìí kì í ṣòro ń fa kọ́ọ̀fì ṣùgbọ́n à ń pè wọ́n ní risk factor. àwọn tó ṣeé ṣe kí wọ́n tètè ní kọ́ọ̀fì tán bá wà ní endemic area tán bá wà lágbègbè tí kọ́ọ̀fì common sí. so irú àwọn èèyàn bẹ́ẹ̀ ló ṣeé ṣe kán tètè ní ju àwọn tí ò ní underlying ailment tàbí àrùn kan tán wà lára wọn ní àgọ́ ara wọn pamọ́ ó ṣeé ṣe káwọn yẹn tètè ní ṣáájú àwọn èèyàn míì.
ok kó tó di pé abẹ̀ sí sọ̀rọ̀ nípa àwọn tó jẹ́ wípé ó ṣeé ṣe kán tètè kó tuberculosis tó jẹ́ ikọ́ fèé ẹ jẹ́ ká kọ́ sọ̀rọ̀ nípa nǹkan tí ó ń fa ikọ́ fèé.
all right basically mo sọ fún wa pé kòkòrò tí a kò lè fojú tá à ń pè ní mycobacterium ló ń fa ikọ́ fèé. now kòkòrò yìí ó common níbi tí ìdọ̀tí bá ń gbé wà níbi tí ìdọ̀tí bá ń gbé wà níbi tí how do I put it omi wọn ò dáa ohun tí wọ́n ń lò ò dáa àyíká wọn kan ṣe gá kan sọ gbogbo ìdọ̀tí ṣàwà mẹ́rin pé ó rọrùn fún àwọn kòkòrò tí a kò lè fojú rí láti wà ní irú àyíká bẹ́ẹ̀ so irú àwọn agbègbè wọ̀nyí ó rọrùn dáadáa níbi tí good hygiene ò bá wà láti tètè rí ikọ́ fèé níbẹ̀ tó yẹ pé fèrèsé wọn gan-an tẹ́ bá sí fèrèsé yín yàrá míì ni ó bọ̀ sí ní ilé ẹlòmíì tán bá ṣe gá yàrá mi ojú yàrá mi gan ó fẹ́ lè dà síbẹ̀ so irú àwọn agbègbè bẹ́ẹ̀ ó rọrùn fún kòkòrò ikọ́ fèé yìí láti farahàn ní irú àwọn agbègbè bẹ́ẹ̀ ẹ mọ́ sí gbàgbé pé ní boarding rate lágbàáyé Nàìjíríà jẹ́ number 6.
boarding rate
yes ìyẹn ni pé nínú gbogbo orílẹ̀-èdè tí ikọ́ fèé ti pọ̀ jù Nàìjíríà wà ní ipò 6. so tá a bá ń sọ̀rọ̀ nípa ikọ́ fèé a lè fọwọ́ yẹpẹrẹ mú ní orílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà torí pé ó jẹ́ àrùn kan tó ń dà wá láàmú ìwádìí sọ fún wa pé about 219 cases la máa rí in 100,000 of people so ó jẹ́ nǹkan tó jẹ́ pé tá a bá ń sọ̀rọ̀ tí àbí tíjọba bá ń sọ̀rọ̀ pé àyíká wa ká bójútó kí àrùn kó mọ́ wà ń bẹ̀ nítorí irú àwọn àrùn báyìí ni ìjọba fi ń sọ̀rọ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ tàbí tí àwọn onímọ̀ ìṣègùn tá a fi ń sọ̀rọ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀.
So now we discuss that in English as well, the causes of tuberculosis disease.
All right. First and foremost, I said tuberculosis. Nigeria is high burden with TB because we are number 6 all over the world. We have India, you have Indonesia, China, Philippines, Pakistan, those countries as high burden too, and Nigeria happens to be number 6. And that statistics says out of 100,000 people, you see about 219 or 229 people cases of tuberculosis. And so tuberculosis is more endemic in an environment that are not clean, that are not well ventilated, that they don't have a good sanitary system, no water system, they excrete waste anyhow, dump everything, and areas that are not well ventilated. You have more of it in those areas.
All right, thank you so much. And now we move to the risk factors. I mean, the people that are more vulnerable.
All right.
And from there, we go on a short breather and we resume to discuss the symptoms.
All right.
You know, something that's been so, I won't say it's scary for me, but I feel like people should take note of it because, you know, when experts comes on the show, they give us different symptoms, and sometimes it's just like it's so similar to a kind of, another kind of ailment, and you keep getting these symptoms over and over, and that's why I feel like people should please make it a date with health shows to be able to know, and that is very, very important. So that is why I want people to just have a short breather before we dig into that, because each of it we need to analyze it for people to understand what the issue is. However, before that, we discuss the causes of the risk factor, people that are vulnerable. Àwọn èèyàn tó jẹ́ wípé kí wọ́n ti balẹ̀ báyìí ni wọ́n ti gbé ìkọ̀fẹ́. That's what we want to discuss now.
But first and foremost, I want to say that health workers are also vulnerable.
It's true.
We are also vulnerable because in the process of taking care of people, we also get, some of our colleagues also get infected. When I say colleague, I mean the health workers generally. So I want to group us as colleagues, that while in the process of taking care, some you don't even know that they have active TB in them, and while they are coughing, you are saying, oh, sorry, and somehow overcaring, not following the safety precaution also is a factor that can affect us. And then you talk about travelers. You cannot exclude travelers to endemic areas. People who travels to where you have prevalence of tuberculosis. And then they say they get to a canteen, they don't even know who have used this spoon or who have used this plate. They don't even know the water they've used. They don't even know who have used this cup and probably who have cupped into that cup. And they say, give me water, pour it there, and you drink TB also. So, or you use the spoon and say, give me rice, pam, pam, pam. And so you have people who travels to endemic area as part of it. And like we have said, people who have HIV, you know, by definition, HIV, they have immune suppressive. I won't call it a deficiency. It is suppressed. They have immune suppressive. So they have their immune being suppressed. So when you have your immune suppressed, a little infection can also come in. People with diabetes also have some immune disorder, immune suppression. People with diabetes, mellitus, organ transplant. Organ transplant. Okay. People who have maybe a heart transplant or a kidney transplant, they are also prone to, so because they have their immune system on the low side.
Okay.
So they must be careful. Yes, you talk about people who smokes. I call them people who abuse substance, like drug, like people who smokes, people who drink chemicals, you know, have their immune system weakened every day, have their liver been enlarged liver, a lot of things have been done into their body system. So definitely they are prone to tuberculosis. And you have people with low weight. You see a man who is 40 years old, and you say, what is your weight? And he say 38 or 40. So definitely people like that are prone to tuberculosis. When they move around that environment, they are prone to it.
Oh, thank you so much. For people that just joined us on the show, this is Radio Clinic on Wells Radio 89.3 FM, your preferred Awesome Radio. I am Kemisola Williams, and my guest today is Dr. Dayo Ohulabi. He is a professional, PhD molecular biology and genomics with a specialization in immunology of infectious disease. And today we are discussing tuberculosis. That's for people that just joined us. And we've discussed that in English, and now let's take it in Yoruba. Àwọn èèyàn tó jẹ́ wípé wọ́n lè tètè lùgbàdì àrùn ìkọ̀fé.
Mo sọ fún wa ní èdè Gẹ̀ẹ́sì pé àwa tá a ṣiṣẹ́ ní ilé ìwòsàn tàbí oníṣẹ́ ètò ìlera, our prone, ó ṣeé ṣe rọrùn fún wa láti tètè ní àwọn àrùn wọ̀nyí níbi tí a ti ń tọ́jú àwọn ènìyàn tí ó wá. Ọ̀pọ̀ ló wá tà tí ẹ mọ̀ tàbí nípa ìtọ́jú wọn, ó ṣeé ṣe kí nǹkan báyìí kó lè ṣẹlẹ̀. ìdí yẹn nígbà lọ́pọ̀ ìgbà tá a bá sọ fún wa pé tá a bá sọ pé ẹ fún wa lówó sí ẹ fún wa lówó sí kì í ṣe pé a lójú kòkòrò ṣùgbọ́n àwọn jàǹbá tí àwọn àrùn wọ̀nyí náà ń dá sí wa lára kì í ṣe kékeré so kò sí iye owó tẹ̀lé lè san fún àlàáfíà tó pọ̀ jù so
Yes, that's true.
so ìdí nìyẹn kí àyẹ̀kọ́lá bá wà ṣùgbọ́n mo kàn fi sí pé kí ẹ bá wa sọ káàkiri kan ran àwa náà lọ́wọ́ káwa náà lè ní ẹ̀tọ́ tó dára. There is no good health insurance or hazard that you can pay, so there should be good life insurance for health workers so that they can get maximum benefit of what they are doing. That's just by the wayside. So mo sọ fún wa pé àwọn onílétò ìlera àwa náà à ń kojú àrùn yìí nípa ìtọ́jú àwọn alárùn tí wọ́n gbé wá sọ́dọ̀ wa. Ọ̀pọ̀ ìgbà ló jẹ́ pé tó bá kó àrùn ikọ́ fée tá à ń sọ yìí ó pín sí ọ̀nà méjì, àwọn tó gbóògùn àtàwọn tí ò gbóògùn. So we call them drug sensitive and drug resistant or multi-drug resistant tuberculosis. So ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ dẹ̀ ti wà ní ìsọ̀rọ̀ pé wọ́n ti ní rí tán tó padà tán tó wá ní. So tó yẹ pé oògùn tá à ń lò fún àwọn tó ti ní lálákọ̀ọ́kọ́ yẹn kò tiẹ̀ ṣiṣẹ́ fún wọn mọ́. So mo kàn fẹ́ nú bá ní á padà síbẹ̀. So àwọn tó wá ní tó ṣeé ṣe kó tún ní àrùn kọfí ni àwọn tó bá ń gbé ní agbègbè tí a ti sọ lẹ́ẹ̀kan pé àwọn ibi tí ètò àlàáfíà bẹ̀ tí ò dáa tó kò ní fèrèsé ilé tí ò ní wíńdò kò ní bí tá ti lè ṣe gá kò ní tá ti lè ṣe so àwọn èèyàn bẹ́ẹ̀ ó ṣeé ṣe kí wọ́n ní irú àrùn bẹ́ẹ̀. Àwọn tó ń rìnrìn àjò lọ síbi tí àrùn wọ̀nyí pọ̀ sí jù tàbí sí agbègbè tí àrùn yìí pọ̀ sí jù ó ṣeé ṣe kí àwọn náà ní torí pé oúnjẹ tí wọ́n ń jẹ ó lè má jẹ́ ilé wọn ó lè jẹ́ rírà àmọ́ irú omi tán fi ṣe àmọ́ bí tán ti ṣe àmọ́ onírúurú àwọn nǹkan bẹ́ẹ̀. So àdẹ̀sọ́ fún wa pé àwọn tó bá ní àrùn bóyá àtọ̀ ṣúgà bóyá tí wọ́n pààrọ̀ organ àwọn nǹkan ara wọn bóyá bíi kíndìnrín ni o bóyá bíi heart wọn ni o ó ṣeé ṣe káwọn náà ní. Àwọn tó bá ní àrùn kòkòrò HIV ó ṣeé ṣe náà kí àwọn náà kan prone to it. In fact ìwádìí sọ fún wa pé about 339 cases in 100,000 of people with HIV are likely or most of them came up with tuberculosis. So bó ṣe nítorí pé ohun tó ń jà lára sójà ara wọn ó lọlẹ̀ ju ti àwọn tó wà ní ipò àlàáfíà ládẹ sọ pé àwọn tó mu sìgá àwọn tó mu tí àwọn tó mu gbaná àwọn tó mu oríṣiríṣi gbogbo nǹkan bẹ́ẹ̀ àwọn èròjà ara wọn ti lọlẹ̀ sọ̀rọ̀ àwọn èèyàn bẹ́ẹ̀ ó ṣeé ṣe ó sì rọrùn fún wọn láti kó kòkòrò yìí tàbí láti kó àrùn yìí.
Yes, before we have a short musical break, you mentioned 2 types of tuberculosis diseases. Disease, okay, the one that can be treated and the that was
All right.
how you mentioned.
I was speaking about drug-sensitive tuberculosis
Yes.
and drug or multi-drug resistant tuberculosis. Drug-sensitive tuberculosis ni àwọn tí wọ́n bá yẹ ikọ́ wọn wò. A ní àwọn ẹ̀rọ kan ní ìsinsìnyí tó jẹ́ pé tó bá ti yẹ kẹ̀lẹ̀bẹ̀ yẹn wò ikọ́ tí wọ́n wú yẹn láti gbedele àyẹ̀wò tó bá ti yẹ̀ wò á wá sọ fún wa pé ikọ́ yìí o yóò gbóògùn o pé oògùn báyìí tó bá ti lò yóò lọ o. So àwọn oògùn yẹn là ń pè ní first line drug globally fún àwọn tó bá ní TB. Now àwọn míì wà tó yẹ pé tí ẹ̀rọ yìí bá ti yẹ̀ wò á sọ fún wa pé oògùn tá a máa ń lò fáwọn tó ní kọ́ yìí o kò lè ìkànnù rẹ̀ tàbí méjì nù rẹ̀ kò lè ṣiṣẹ́ fáwọn èèyàn wọ̀nyí o. So ìtumọ̀ ẹ̀ ni pé àwọn wọ̀nyẹn ní ibi tí ìlú ti dá tí nǹkan rọrùn wọ́n máa ń kó wọn sí ọsibítù níwọ̀n níjẹ́ kan lọlé mọ́ because tán bá lọlé wọ́n lè infect àwọn èèyàn and when you infect people with multi-drug resistant TB or drug resistant TB àwọn tẹ́ ẹ bá fún náà tí wọ́n náà ò tún ní gbóògùn.
That's serious.
So bá a ṣe wà nínú yàrá báyìí tí ẹnìkan bá ní a lè kó fún gbogbo àwọn tó wà níbí àwọn yẹn náà tó kó lọlé tó bá lọlé ìjọsìn bóyá wọ́n sọ pé ẹ̀ka hallelujah o àbí ẹ̀jẹ̀ agbèrún ro tó bá ti ń gbèrò báyìí ó ń gbèrò for everybody náà ni. So irú àwọn èèyàn tó jẹ́ tí wọn ò sensitive tí ò dá oògùn lójú yẹn ó ní ilé ìwòsàn la máa kó wọn sí ó ní irú abẹ́rẹ́ àti special drug míì tí wọ́n ó tún lò we call that a second phase treatment for them which wọ́n máa wà ní ilé ìwòsàn fún ìtọ́jú yẹn fún bí ọdún kan.
But wọ́n máa wà okay.
Wọ́n á wà okay. Wọ́n máa wà okay.
All right, we pick it in English as well.
Well, I was talking about drug-sensitive tuberculosis and drug-resistant tuberculosis. And because of drug abuse, I didn't want to mention those drugs. I don't want to mention those drugs so that people will not begin to go to the market and look for those drugs. But these drugs are first-line treatment for tuberculosis. It's either when you go to the laboratory or when your sputum sample is sent to the laboratory for analysis using a gene expert machine. It's a molecular analysis. It will tell us that this curve is sensitive to these drugs that are supposed to use. So those are drug-sensitive patients. So when they take those drugs and they didn't abstain from it, it is likely, we can't say 100%, it is likely that they have a curative. And there are some, when this machine see it, it will say it is either one or two. That one of the drug or two of those drugs are resistant, that is, are not sensitive. The patients are not sensitive to those drugs. So that means they have to take extra care for them. Those are the ones that can affect us. Because drug-resistant or multi-drug-resistant tuberculosis contribute about 13% to death of drug-resistant in the world or in Nigeria. So it is not something that we can take just for granted. So, and they are kept in the hospital for a certain time with adequate treatment. Where they are, nobody can just go in there. You have to go, you have to goggle up. Yes, you have to keep yourself sterile. And as you are coming out, you put all those things, you trash them. They are disposable.
Well, they get well.
Or they get well. Some don't, but some get.
So if they don't get well, they manage them.
Well, some die in the process.
That's serious. And I believe people that are listening now, you now see because it concerns me too, we see reasons why we just have to stay glued to a radio once it's 4 p.m. on Radio Clinic here on Wales Radio 89.3 FM. For people that just joined the show, this is Radio Clinic, and I have with me here Dr. Dayo Owolabi. Area of interest of Dr. Dayo Owolabi is fertility and infectious disease. Before we go on a short breather, as I said earlier, let me quickly inform people about the cucumber training. It will commence, that's on 24th and 25th of October, this Friday and Saturday. Time is 11 a.m. each day. To register, send SMS, that's your normal message or maybe a WhatsApp message. You type, I am interested in cucumber training to 080-3509-3394, 080-3509-3394, or 081-3864-2544. Again, 081-3864-2544. Training fee is 3,000 naira, and the venue is here. Wales Radio 89.3 FM, Alafin Avenue, Oluyole Estate, Ibadan. This is a great opportunity for you to make another another source of income. All right, we resume back after this short break. Welcome back. You're still on to Radio Clinic on Wales Radio 89.3 FM, your preferred awesome radio. And today on Radio Clinic, we are discussing tuberculosis. And I believe that people that have joined, that the people that have been with us on the show, you've learned one or two things and why you should not be a victim. And if peradventure you are seeing the symptoms that our guest will discuss now, you must ensure you get yourself to your healthcare provider as fast as possible. I am Kemisola Williams, the host, and my guest today is Dr. Dayo Owolabi, area of interest, fertility and infectious disease. That's the area of interest of our guest today, and is a certified expert in male fertility as well. So now we move to the symptoms. What are the possible symptoms that victims of tuberculosis, showcase? What you see in them, what they display, and that may indicate that.
Well, there are many symptoms. Okay. Like I've said, they are related, but there are some classical symptoms that when you see them, you will know them. One, you see cough, not less than 2 to 3 weeks, persistent cough, with purulent sputum. When I say purulent sputum, it looks offensive, it looks thick. There are some without that are not prominent. So, but any cough that is not less than 2 to 3 weeks should be taken serious. So it is better to say you don't have it, that you have it and you keep yourself in the house. We have a slogan for tuberculosis. I want to put it in Yoruba the way we say it. Bomi npai, tumila siriko gbawosan, kintu osile. So, and it is better, it is treatable. And today, it is free. Yes, it is free. Free treatment, free diagnosis, everything is free. The only thing that is not free is your transportation to the venue.
And your card.
And the card. Well, if you go to TB centers, you don't have to pay for card.
Oh, that's great.
Once you say you are coming for tuberculosis, they take you there, except you are in an hospital and you open a card, and during the complaint, the doctor discover that you have a complaint that is relative to cough. Then they can refer you to that center. Okay. But everything about tuberculosis is free.
In government hospitals.
Anywhere you see that they have a logo of Damel Foundation, okay, and that anywhere you see Damel Foundation Belgium, it is free. Yeah. And that any hospital that you see a case of tuberculosis, rather than asking them to pay for drug, please refer them to all the TB centers. They know all the TB centers. All the local government in Oyo State, there are TB centers. There are some private hospitals in Oyo State that are private. They have a collaboration with Dame Foundation that are free, and they get free treatment, free diagnosis, free treatment. So cough of not less than 2 to 3 weeks, and then you have a fever, running temperature. You said they are similar, yes. And that is why self-medication is not good. So once you have that fever, you have that cough, go and see your doctor. You have cough with purulent sputum. Sometimes it comes with blood. Then we call something night sweat. Okay. Putting Yoruba into it now. Night sweat. It's not the normal that is heat you are sweating though. This comes with fever, with chill. You need to see your doctor. Then there's loss of appetite. Unexplained body weight. You are losing weight. You are tired easily. And then you are weak. So you need to go for screening. Once you have 1 or 2 of these symptoms, please go see your doctor and get diagnosed and get treated.
Kótó di wípé abẹ́símà sọ̀rọ̀ nípa bí a ṣe lè ṣe ká má lùgbàdì tuberculosis, ẹ jẹ́ ká sọ ní Yorùbá. Kí ni àwọn nǹkan tí àwọn èèyàn máa rí nínú ẹni tó jẹ́ pé ó ti lùgbàdì ikọ́-fèé tuberculosis?
Ohun kan gbòógì tó kọ́kọ́ máa ń farahàn fún àwọn tó bá ní ikọ́-fèé ni pé yóò kọ́kọ́ máa wúkọ́, bí a ti pè ní ikọ́-fèé, yóò máa wúkọ́. Ikọ́ yẹn ó lè ti wà fún bí ọ̀sẹ̀ 2 tàbí ọ̀sẹ̀ 3. Ikọ́ mi lè mú ẹ̀jẹ̀ dání tàbí kẹ̀lẹ̀bẹ̀ tó dàbẹ̀ pé ó ní òórùn bákan tàbí tó ó wà bẹ́ẹ̀ ni pé akùn lọ́dà tó jẹ́ pé ó kì í síra wọn. So irú àwọn kọ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ àwọn míì náà dẹ̀ wà ó lè mọ̀ rí bẹ́ẹ̀, ṣùgbọ́n àwọn nǹkan tá a máa rí nìyẹn. Ẹni yẹn yóò mọ̀ rù. Rírù yẹn kò dẹ̀ ní lè ṣàlàyé, kò ní appetite, oúnjẹ ò ní wù ú jẹ, à ń pè kíní kan ní night sweat, a máa làágùn lóru, kì í ṣe pé ooru mu, a máa làágùn lóru. Then a ní what we call chill, a máa gbọ̀n, so tútù. So àdẹ̀sọ̀fà pé a kàn dédé rẹ̀ láti bí kò tí ì lè rìnrìn ìṣẹ́jú kan á ti rẹ̀. So irú àwọn èèyàn bẹ́ẹ̀ yóò dára láti yẹ ara wọn wò.
títí ọ̀rọ̀ ikọ́ fèé.
bẹ́ẹ̀ ni torí pé àbájáde ikọ́ fèé tá a bá tọ́jú ẹ̀ ó pọ̀ ju bá a ti rò lọ.
ẹ jẹ́ ká sọ̀rọ̀ nípa kí ni àwọn àbájáde náà.
Well, one of the complications of there are complications of tuberculosis, and one of it is you have what we call anemia, kẹjẹ lọlẹ̀, ẹ̀jẹ̀ ó mọ́ tó, nígbà pé kòkòrò ni ẹni ẹgbẹ́ ò lè jẹun mọ́, so ìnira ti bá ara, so à ń pè kíní kan ní pneumothorax, yẹn ni pé ibi lọ́ngì ènìyàn á fẹ̀, atẹ́gùn á wà ní ìta rẹ̀, kò ní dénú kò ní déta, so our create problem sínú àgọ́ ara. Some people will mistake such complication when they have a chest x-ray and call it pneumonia. That's why you see people say they have pneumonia. I try to beg people that when you say you have pneumonia and you are still coughing, please take your time and go to health facility where you do TB screening and get screened for TB, because it could be a sign of pneumothorax, that it could be tuberculosis.
You mentioned the organization that when they
Damel Foundation.
Damel Foundation.
They're in all the state government hospital, private hospitals, and local government health centers in Oyo State.
All right. What are complications?
As for respiratory failure, and you need and when we have respiratory failure, you have septic shock, kokoro. Ó lè fà tó jẹ́ pé a mú kí nǹkan kókàndá mímí yẹn àwa dákẹ́ lójijì, kí ló dé máa ṣẹlẹ̀, ikú náà ni. So à ń pè kíní kan ní hemoptysis, pé ẹni yẹn ó ń bí ẹ̀jẹ̀ á máa jáde lẹ́nu ẹ̀, á máa bí ẹ̀jẹ̀, onírúurú nǹkan. So tíró àwọn nǹkan báyìí bá dẹ̀ ti ń ṣẹlẹ̀, ẹ̀jẹ̀ lè clot sínú, tẹ́jẹ̀ bá dẹ̀ ti clot sínú kò ní ráyè lọ, so there will be death. So ikú nǹkan tó bí ikọ́ fẹ́ ṣe ń pààyàn bẹ́ẹ̀ náà ni COVID ṣe ń pààyàn, because what happens is that people die of septic shock in COVID because there will be clot inside.
So that, and it affects breathing.
Yes, it goes into the lungs
So
too.
that's why they give them, some people maybe balloon,
Well.
blow, different kind of measures to help their breathing system.
Exactly.
All right, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Dr. Dayo Obulabi. And we are moving to caring our segment, and at this end, we wrap it on the show. Thank you so much
All right.
for the crucial information. I believe we've been able to save someone, a family, society, and nobody will be a victim. And for the people that they are victim, they will be able to rush down to their healthcare provider. Your advice, general advice.
Well, before I talked about advice again, thank God for your state that the abattoir is centralized, and they've given us vet doctors who monitor the animals, the cattle. I was talking about tuberculosis of the cattle, and that's Mycobacterium bovis. So it's been discovered now that this Mycobacterium bovis, when you do genetic sequencing of people with tuberculosis, you take their sputum sample, you isolate, don't bother yourself with those things. It's been found that there is a mix of Mycobacterium bovis that is seen in animal, in human now.
Okay.
And that is a major cause of drug resistance, because the TB, these Mycobacterium bovis, are resistant to the drugs that human takes.
Okay, is it true? Please, how do that get transmitted? Is it by consuming?
Yes, consuming all these meats.
Okay. Is it well not cooked or?
Yes, well not cooked, and that people should be aware of where they buy their things. And it's been documented. It's been documented in the University of Ibadan. There was a time that one of the gorilla died, and they isolated and they found that some of these things are there. So, but generally, we will advise people to keep hygiene, maintain good hygiene, live in a well-ventilated environment, do not operate in a dirty environment, beware of what you eat, beware of your environment, clean water, clean house, well-ventilated. In a crowded place, please try and dodge yourself.
Thank you so much, Dr. Dayo Owolabi. And we wrap up the show at this end. I'm so sorry we've dig into the next segment of the show, so we have to wrap it up. It's possible we have you again if we get your permission to dig deep into this issue of tuberculosis. I believe we have you.
No problem.
All right, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Dr. Owolabi. All right, we are now in the Caring Art segment where people get to win 3,000 naira, and we have the opportunity for 8 people today. That's how we do it every time. Please, I made an announcement last week, and at the same time, I'm doing that today as well. That please, when you win some money on this show, kindly send your account number. By the time we request for the account number, please kindly send your account number with the number you called with and not another number. If you do that, I'm sorry, I might not send it to you. Okay, ìlọ tí mo ṣe ní èdè òyìnbó fún àwọn èèyàn wa a ti bọ́ sí abala ibi tí a ti máa jẹ 3,000 naira owó láti ọ̀dọ̀ Primate Ṣọlásìtù tí bàbá Primate Ṣọlásìtù tán ṣe agbátẹrù ẹ̀yẹn Caring Art segment pé ó yẹ gba 3,000 yìí ó bóyá àwọn àìlera pẹ́pẹ́pẹ́ kọ̀ọ̀kan tí ó bá ń ṣẹlẹ̀ ní àgọ́ ara ẹ lọ sọ́dọ̀ dókítà yín ẹni tí ó bá dẹ̀ bójú rere bàbá pàdé bàbá náà tún máa pè ó yá fún ẹni bélebéle kó náà kó lọ fi tọ́jú ara ẹ̀ nǹkan tí Caring Art segment tí ó wà fún nìyẹn àdẹ̀dúpẹ́ pàtàkì láti ọ̀dọ̀ bàbá àdúpẹ́ pàtàkì ní bàbá wa Primate Ṣọlásìtù láti Ìjẹ̀bú Igbó Ogun State orí nọ́mbà tí ẹ lè pèsè láti bọ́jọ́ sí kulu yìí láti lè jẹ ẹ̀bùn láti ọ̀dọ̀ bàbá òun ní 0916-893-1000 0915-3334-893 ẹ̀dẹ̀ tún lè pè lórí 0911-333893 ẹ jẹ́ kí n tún pè 0916-893-1000 tàbí 0915-3334-893 ẹ tún lè pè sórí 09